Part three. Part three. Here we go. Alice Regalado, Elias Regalado, February 29th, 19,
Today's the last
2020.
day of the
2024.
month, right?
And I think no. Got a few more days.
Oh,
Few more
today's
days.
the 21st.
The first is on the first is going to be Friday.
Today's the 26th.
Yes. Okay, so here you go. Let me see. That's an old one. Who, Mom, outside of your brothers and sisters, who is your best friend? Who is your best friend outside of your brothers and sisters, Mom?
While I was in school.
Yes. Whenever.
Best friend. I don't know because I guess everybody would say the best friends would be the ones you grew up with in school, but I had a lot of them.
Anyone in particular? Like if you had to pick up a phone call and call somebody because you wanted to tell them something exciting, who would you have called back then?
I don't have anybody in mind right now.
Probably your sisters? Annie?
I don't talk too much on the phone.
Like, well, no, if you were able to, if you're able to do it, like just pick up the phone right now, who would you call?
I
Annie?
would talk to Beatrice.
Beatrice.
Sister Beatrice.
Beatrice, very good. Good
She
to know.
calls me more often than I call.
What about you, Dad? With your friends, aside from your brothers and sisters, who was like your best friend growing up and you would always talk to? Who was like very important for you growing up?
I know I have somebody. There's more than one that I had some real good friends.
But you got along with his compadre, Robert Portillo.
Robert Portillo was a very, very good friend, but there's even for a long time, every time I forgot his name. Every time I see him, he'd come over and shake my hand and give me a big hug. Who the hell was it?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. You'll remember. What movie, Mom? What movie inspired you that you remember watching a movie that you really inspired and you liked it?
That movie?
Yeah. Star Wars?
Growing up or what?
No.
'Cause I didn't see too many movies.
Anytime, Mom, anytime.
Well, I liked Gone with the Wind.
I want to win. Did it inspire you? Or you just liked it?
Inspired me to do what though?
Yeah.
Just enjoyed it.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
but
good.
I
That's
didn't
fine.
Inspired to do anything.
What about you, Dad? Any movie that you liked that you really inspired you?
There's more than one, but
I know which one it is. The Jungle Book.
Jungle Book is pretty good.
Is that the one about the sausages?
Yeah, that
Yes,
one.
yeah.
That one and then the other
No,
one.
that's the Thief of Baghdad.
Thief of Baghdad.
Either one.
They're
Oh.
both in the same category.
Well, how about this one? Remember, Dad, when you went to go see The Wizard of Oz?
He didn't. I didn't. He did.
Yeah, I did.
That was in the movie. The first time you seen a colored movie in the movie theater?
I loved it. Yeah.
I never saw that. Only on TV.
What always brings
What
you?
was it? Sin ti es imposible de olvidarte.
That's
What
a
was it?
song.
Yeah, the song, but I thought it was.
It wasn't in one of the movies.
No, but there is a movie that I'm just trying to remember. That's all. I guess with my age now, that I have so much that I forget some really important. That was important. That made a little effect in my life. I'm trying to remember what it was. Vida, si tuviera cuatro vidas,
I don't know. I never watched Mexican movies. We did when we were young. Your mom used to take you to the $1 Million Theater. I never went to any of those movies.
Well,
I never went. I never saw TV till I was 9 years old.
9 years old. Wow.
But
Dad?
we didn't have a TV.
You didn't have a TV?
Never had one.
No.
Till
What?
we moved to West LA. I did see TV maybe one or twice. My mom and dad would go to my brother Sammy's house. He lived across the street from St. Anne. And he liked to go watch the wrestling games, you know. But
Do you remember
I
what?
never had a TV.
Do you remember what program you were watching when you first seen television?
They were like, what do you call those? wasn't. So most of them were, at that time were Western movies,
Mm.
you know. But there was one they used, I forget the name. Clyde. What was that, Elias?
Mm.
Bonnie and Clyde.
No, it wasn't. It was. I don't know. I forget. It was a series of games.
Dad, what was the best news that you've ever received? The best news.
Regarding
Anything. What was like that made you most excited? Anything that you remember that was like the best news?
Mm.
I really.
Probably when your mom said we're gonna have a child, Elias, I guess.
Very good. Very good. Mom, what about you?
First one.
First news. What's the news that made you really excited, Mom? The best news you've ever heard.
I don't think I have. I don't remember anything very.
Probably a lot of them were very important.
Yes, a lot of days and a lot of things happened.
What did you find, Dad? What about being? What's the most rewarding being a parent? What's the most rewarding?
My children.
Good. Mom.
Yeah, having a family.
Career. What would you give advice for a career? Someone young growing up. Like, what would you give them advice to do?
Me?
Anybody, what would you give? Like, you would give to Elisa. If Elisa was old enough, like middle school, high school, what advice would you give her?
Respect everybody.
Mom?
Educate yourself.
Respect anybody. And educate, but respect everybody and be kind. Be kind to them.
Okay, so if you had a silly question. If you had a superpower, like you're a superpower hero, what superpower would you want, Mom? You could fly, you could listen to people's thoughts. What would you like? What would you do, Mom? Superpower.
A superpower?
Yeah.
Healing people?
Healing people. That's very good. Very good. What about you, Dad? What would you like? Reading minds? Reading the horses? Superpower.
Giving good advice regarding health and money.
Oh, that's a good advice. I like that one. That's a good one. I like that one. We'll get a couple more. We're almost done for you guys. What was the most embarrassing thing to you, Mom, that ever happened to you? What was the most embarrassing?
That's the most embarrassing.
Dad? So Mom go first.
Embarrassing?
Embarrassing. What was so embarrassing to you?
I don't think I have a very embarrassing moment. No, I don't remember.
Dad?
Uh,
Most embarrassing thing
I
for you?
think they told me to come in to see your child. That our child, but it wasn't. That it was Mark when he.
When he was born?
Yeah, when he was born, he even at that age, they had these babies there. They had these babies there, and they were all crying, and Mark was going kicking everybody. Yeah, I remember that. I said, he's gonna be crazy for me.
Mom, what do you have? What is one of your biggest regrets that you have in your life that you can remember? What do you regret?
Regrets?
What do you regret?
I don't know. I don't have any.
Dad, what about you, Dad? Biggest regrets?
That it's not really that regret, but it's, I would have loved to have my little girl,
Oh, yes.
Yes.
so-called,
And a normal life.
completely normal, but at the same time, now that the way she is, she's the most important part of my life.
I agree. I agree. What is something that always brings you joy, Dad?
Being with my children.
There you go. Mom, what about you, Mom?
Same thing, my family.
If you could go back and relive something, an event or something like that, what would you do? It's a hard question, Mom, Dad. Mom,
What would I do?
if you can go back and relive something, anything, what would it be and what would you, why?
One thing I regret, I wish I had fought from them kicking me out of high school.
At St. Monica's.
I said, why didn't I go to Father Wood and explain what they were doing to me?
Mm.
Oh, there's a lady that picks up the cans.
Mhm.
And that was the only thing. I'm going to go get the cans.
I will take a break.